Hello everyone, my name is Vincent Teo. I'm a TV reviewer and professional calibrator. This is just a quick video to compare the LG B9 versus the C9 to help you decide if it's worth spending a few £100 more on the latter. On my right is the LG C9 and on my left is the LG B9. Both are 55-inch models which have been calibrated for both SDR and HDR. Originally, I wanted to put the LG C9 on this wider AV bench here, but it somehow ended up on this smaller table, so the stand overhangs the table surface. Not the first time I've been known to misjudge my length against the space available. Right, the key difference between the B9 and the C9 is the system on chip or SoC. As you can see from the TV's respective service menu, the B9 uses an M16P3 chip which probably has the same core architecture as the M16 processor introduced on 2016 LG OLEDs, whereas the C9 uses an O18 chipset which first made an appearance on 2018 models. As a result, near black quantization on the B9 wasn't as good as on the C9, which has further ramifications. First, due to the lack of bit depth, the dithering fix that LG engineers developed to tackle the near-black chrominance overshoot and macro-blocking artifacts couldn't be deployed on the B9 in as strong a manner as on the C9, causing not only more flashing artifacts in specialized test patterns, but also more quantization noise in the shadows, particularly in heavily compressed content. So to mask these artifacts, LG had to darken the B9's near-black gamma even more than on the C9. While this crushing of shadow detail can be calibrated out fairly easily in SDR, it's not as straightforward in HDR and Dolby Vision modes. Before moving on, I would like to give a quick shout out to our sponsor for this video, namely Richer Sounds Manchester. If you are thinking about buying a new TV, even if it's not the LG B9 or C9, please support this channel by considering buying from them. Call 0333 900 0086. Mention HDTV test and you will receive great price and service. Thanks again for your support. Okay, besides near black handling, we also found some differences in video processing in our side-by-side comparison between the B9 and the C9. Upscaling was slightly cleaner on the C9 with less overshoot and junk pixels. However, jagged edges in video-based material on the B9 were suppressed to a marginally smoother degree than on the C9. Overall, when we watched brightly lit standard definition broadcast content, it was very close between the two, with possibly a very slight advantage to the C9. One video processing quirk we discovered on the B9 was an intermittent blurring of chroma resolution, even with the mere action of scrolling through the title menu of our own custom-ordered test disc, suggesting that the TV has less chroma bandwidth than the C9. We couldn't see any difference between the B9 and C9 in terms of gaming input lag, native 24 frames per second playback, motion resolution on this horizontally scrolling test pattern from the FPD benchmark disc, or interpolation artifacts with optimized true motion settings. So let's crack on and talk about HDR. Peak brightness on the LG C9 measured 700 nits, but our B9 review sample could only reach 550 nits. This difference was clearly visible on this ABL test pattern from the Spears & Munsell UHD HDR benchmark disc, in which the C9 appeared brighter than the B9, especially on smaller window sizes. If you are struggling to see any difference on your screen, my colleague Adam Fairclough has also kindly applied his Luminance heat map analyzer, where different brightness levels are represented by different colors. Outside of test patterns, the discrepancy in peak brightness wasn't as obvious in real-world HDR content due to tone mapping and how our eyes perceive light. But in certain scenes, the punchier specular highlights on the C9 still came through. Venturing outside picture quality, the B9 features 2 GB of DRAM, while the C9 has 3 GB, providing more memory for potentially speedier navigation and less slowing down over time. To sum up, our opinion is that if you can stretch your budget that bit more, maybe a couple of £100 or £300, you should always choose the C9 over the B9. The LG C9 delivers cleaner near blacks, clearer shadow detail, and higher peak brightness than the B9 according to our test. And based on previous experience, the C9's more advanced SoC will receive earlier and more sustained firmware support down the line. If you have found this video useful, please click the like button and subscribe to the HDTV Test YouTube channel for more videos like this. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.